going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. You know who it is by now,
Jimothy.
So ladies and gents, we are here with a special edition of Boardbreakers, by where we're trying to beat Scythe Lock, because Scythe Lock seems to be everywhere in the game at the moment, and it's kind of like warping the format, to be honest. It's been a little bit of my pet peeve, basically, because I'm kind of a little bit frustrated about playing against it. I know it's part of the game, so I accept it. It is what it is, but Scythe Lock is not enjoyable, and I believe they should have probably banned Scythe before they banned Protoss, if it was out of the two of them, to be honest, because yes, Protoss is very strong. Calling Dark is a bit of a problem, but some decks can still play under it. Calling Scythe, it just covers too much ground, ladies and gents, at the moment, and it's difficult because it's been around for a while, but with the introduction of DPE being splashed into every deck, literally every deck has got the ability to Scythe Lock, which you would argue is a good thing, but it just makes for some stale deck building. It kind of nullifies the reasoning behind actually playing a specific archetype, and hence why we're seeing a lot of these like based decks or these 60 card pile decks that just play a bunch of different engines that kind of all mesh together and work with each other. Now, I've got nothing against that. I think that's quite innovative, but the fact that a lot of these end boards just revolve around DPE, Scythe, the Brave token stuff, just makes it a little bit more frustrating, because it's just, you're playing against the same thing basically, and if you don't see an out, or you don't draw your hand traps, or you don't draw 2+ hand traps, you're kind of locked out of the game, which is a little bit frustrating depending on the deck you're playing. So yeah, it is what it is. It's kind of forced me to think about what kind of deck I want to actually play, to be honest, but nevertheless, we're here. Boardbreakers special edition episode featuring Scythe. So we've got a DPE on field, we've also got a Scythe, obviously, and we've also got just a Widow Anchor for an additional negate. Now, the whole point of this is just being able to play through the Scythe Lock as it is. Now, there are a few cards that I'm missing from this deck. It's Dragunity Dragonmaids that I'm using, ladies and gents, and it's a deck that I've been kind of like messing about with, that I put on a back burner because of the Scythe Lock. So let's see how we go anyway. Going second, we've got one Dragonmaid Hospitality, which is not bad, one Rocket Tracer. We've also got one Effect Failure that's not going to do anything for us on our turn, one Dragonmaid Changeover, one Quick Launch, which is not too shabby, as well as one Dragon Reveal. So we're going to be in a bit of a pickle. So we've drawn for turn. In this instance, our opponent is definitely going to shotgun the DPE in standby phase. So we'll assume that it'll pop itself, and that's Predaplant, Vertate, Anaconda, which I haven't got on field, as well as this Scythe. Scythe effect is going to activate, and it's going to special summon itself, activate its effects to lock us out of the extra deck, which is a little bit of a problem. So where do we go from here, ladies and gents? That is the question. Where do we go from here? So we can go to, we'll activate our Dragon Ravine, and we'll see where this takes us. What do we want to discard off Ravine? Decisions. We'll discard our Veiler off the Ravine, because Quick Launch might be, enable us to play. In fact, no, because we're locked out the extra deck. So what do we really want to discard? Hospitality is not going to do anything for us in Grave, and we might not get to our Dragonmaid engine, so we'll discard the Quick Launch, only purely because we've got a Tracer in hand. So we'll discard the Quick Launch, and then we'll be able to add to our hand a Dragunity one stack. Decisions. So we are locked out of the extra deck, so we'll add a Remus. Then we'll activate Remus's effect to search another Dragon Ravine. This could potentially just be follow-up for the next turn, or depending on what you really want to do here. We can't really do much, so we'll add a Dragon Ravine to our hand. So still got 6 cards in hand, to be honest. We're not going to be able to use our changeover. We could potentially put it in Grave, to be honest. So we'll activate Dragon Ravine, pitching that Dragon Ravine. and change it with that Dragon Ravine, and we'll activate its effects, and we'll dump the changeover to be able to add us a Dragunity monster. So basically all we're going to do here, ladies and gents, is just wall up. Mainly because we haven't really got options to do anything else, to be honest. So we'll add the Legatus. And then we'll special the Legatus, and then because we've got Remus in graveyard and we both control a Dragon Ravine as well as a Dragunity monster, we'll special summon the Remus. And I think, ladies and gents, that's where we'll leave it. Obviously, if we could combo off, we'd go into Gator and just do what we're doing. Our opponent's not going to fire off the Widow Anchor. We're not literally doing anything on this turn. We've obviously been locked out of the extra deck, so there's not a lot we can do. And that is all we can end on, ladies and gents. And this is the kind of thing that was happening in the OTS tournament. Literally, like, if your deck couldn't play around Scythe or you just didn't see the out, basically, then you'd lose. Now, I have got copies of Forbidden's Droplets, which I do own, which are in this deck for this purpose, but obviously I didn't see them, so yeah, it is what it is. So yeah, we'll leave it at that, and we'll go into our test hand number 2. Okay, ladies and gents, Boardbreaker test hand number 2. We are here back at it, Scythe edition, Dragunity Dragonmaids. Let's get it going. Now, Dragunity is probably my favorite dragon deck, and I've really been wanting to play it, but I just felt like it was a little bit all in, and the recovery was a little bit lackluster. And if your board got broken or you got interrupted with any kind of hand traps, you would just fall flat on your face. So the Dragonmaid cards allow you to just grind and grind and grind. So it's a nice little mix, to be honest. I just wish that I could have more playtest time with it, as I haven't really been able to make it to locals as of late. Just a few things happening in family life, so yeah, it's been rough. But anyway, we're here. Let's see what we can do. Scythe Lock edition. So starting us off, we've got, oh my gosh, 1 Scythe Frame Gamma. This is crazy. All right, we've got 1 Dragunity Remus. We've also got 1 Coast Ogre, a Snow Rabbit, 1 Ash Blossom Joyous Spring, another Scythe Frame Gear Gamma, which is not a problem, as well as a World Legacy Guard Dragon. Alright, so we're going to assume that our opponent's going to do a similar play as previous. So he's going to activate DPE, and he's going to pop, we'll say that he's popped the Predaplant Verte Anaconda and a Scythe. Scythe is going to activate his effect to special summon itself. And then it's going to activate its effect to lock me out of the extra deck. I'm obviously going to chain Scythe Frame Gamma, so Gamma is just going to do its thing, special summon itself, as well as, if we can find him, as well as the driver. So that will actually negate and destroy the Scythe. So Scythe is off the board. DPE uses effect. We've got another negate to play through. Alright, so the next port of call is... In fact, I might leave those on field actually. I might leave those on field. I was thinking to go into Scarlet Red Dragon Archfiend. I am actually going to go into him because there's going to be a dragon on field, and I can try and bait out that last negate. So I'm going to activate its effect to destroy all cards on the field, basically, and then burn my opponent for each card that I've destroyed on their side of the field. So obviously that's going to fiend another negate. It's going to negate the Scarlet Dragon Red Dragon Archfiend with the Sky Striker Ace. Sky Striker Mecha Widow Anchor. So now I've got a few things to do here. So I'm obviously going to pitch my Dragunity Remus to grab me a... Where's it gone? We can find one. Looking for a Dragon Ravine here, ladies and gents. So grab me a Dragon Ravine. This hand was absolutely crazy. Gamma's not once per turn as well, ladies and gents, which is just another thing. So then we're going to activate our Dragon Ravine. We're going to use our Dragon Ravine to... Who Ooh, what do we want to pitch here? We'll pitch the Gamma. It's fine. We'll pitch the Gamma to be able to search us a Dragunity Legatus. Then we're going to special summon the Legatus because we control Dragon Ravine. And then I was actually thinking of using World Legacy Guard Dragon to special summon our Remus, but I might save it depending on where we go. So I'll special summon the Dragunity Knight Remus, and then we'll synchro these two off. Remus will get banished via its own effect into Dragunity Knight Gaydag. Gaydag will activate its effect to add one from deck and then discard one. So in this instance, I'm going to add the Mist Valley Baby Rock, and then I'm going to discard the Mist Valley Baby Rock. Mist Valley Baby Rock is going to activate its effect to special summon it from the graveyard. Then we're going to link these two off. Go into our Dragunity Knight Romulus. Romulus is going to activate its effect to be able to search me another card. And this is what I'm saying about this deck. It can spiral out of control very, very quickly. And I haven't even burnt my normal summon yet. So we're looking for our Dragunity Glow. I'm not going to keep shuffling in between searches. So we'll activate our Glow. Glow will then be able to add us our Dragunity Armor Mistleton. Let's give it a quick shuffle. Glow will go to the graveyard. Mistleton add to hand. Activate Mistleton's effect. Tributing off, but it doesn't activate, it just tributes. Tributes off to be able to special summon it, then activate its effect on field to equip the Gaydag, and then I'm going to use the Dragunity Glow to banish itself to special summon the Gaydag. Gaydag will then activate its effect to. You could have dumped here. So we can add the Dragonmaid chamber. To be able to dump the chamber. Then we're going to overlay these two into King of Atom. Now I haven't actually got this card yet. Well, I do have the card, but it's in my Dragunity deck and I don't know where it is. So we're just going to proxy it for the moment. I'll leave an image on screen of the card that it is. So then Atom's going to activate his effect once he's been summoned to detach the Gaydag to special summon a monster from deck. Now we do have World Legacy Guard Dragon, ladies and gents, so we have got a crazy extender. Should be getting a Beerud. So in this instance, we're looking for our Red Eyes Darkness Metal Dragon. Actually, there he is. So we're looking for a Red Eyes Darkness Metal Dragon. Then we can actually activate its effects. Now, do we want to bring back Gaydag and get something else engraved? Yes, we do. So Red MD is going to bring back Gaydag. And then we'll activate Gaydag's effect yet again. And then this time Gaydag is going to add and dump. See if we can find her. Nurse Dragonmaid. Which is crazy. This is actually crazy, ladies and gentlemen. I haven't used my normal summon yet. So dump the Nurse Dragonmaid. Then we're going to link off the Atom and the Red MD to be able to go into find it. Our spheres. So we're just setting up for next turn now, ladies and gents, to be honest. And then we'll activate our World Legacy Guard Dragon. target in our Nurse Dragonmaid to be able to special summon Nurse. Nurse is going to activate an effect to target a Dragonmaid monster in graveyard to special summon. Then we'll special summon our Chamber Dragonmaid. Chamber Dragonmaid is going to activate her effect to be able to add us a Dragonmaid spell or trap. And in this instance, we really want a fusion spell. So we're going to look for our Dragonmaid changeover. And there's a whole host of things that we can do here, ladies and gents. So we still got Ash Blossom Ghost Ogre in hand, which is crazy. So we'll activate the Dragonmaid changeover and we'll fuse the, doesn't really make a difference to be honest. We'll fuse the Chamber Dragonmaid as well as the Scarlet Red Dragon Archery. Now I know you're wondering why I didn't just like keep him on field as a big body, but the main reason is we want to go into Shao. Shao's an omni-negate and it just absolutely keeps the deck ticking over. Now there's a few things that I could do to be honest. So I could link off our Nurse Dragonmaid for Guard Dragon Pisty, activate World Legacy Guard Dragon to be able to move Pisty, and then I'll activate Pisty's effect to be able to special summon a Dragon monster from grave. Decisions, yeah. Who do we want? We could actually go back for, we don't really need the Red MD to be honest, it's just going to be a big body on field. But to be fair, we could, because we could just get the damage in. He's 2800 and if he survives, we can actually use him to combo off on our next turn. So we'll bring back the, we'll bring back the Red MD. And then we'll proceed to battle phase, ladies and gents. So I should have put Gaydag in attack position, but we could have potentially even OTK from there if I played my cards right. So we'll go into battle phase. Obviously, Shao will attack over the, in fact, not Shao. Yeah, Shao will attack into the Red MD, the Destroy Phoenix Enforcer. Phoenix Enforcer is going to activate his effect. Now, there is an issue with this. Do I negate it with Shao and then continue to play next turn, or do I leave him? I potentially would, because he could force it anyway. I potentially would just leave it there, to be honest, because Shao can always, I need Shao on field to be able to continue to pop off next turn, and because Shao's going to bring back Chamber, Chamber's going to get me a search, and then I can continue doing what I'm doing from there. So we'll leave Shao on field, and then we'll attack with Pisty and Red MD for 3800. And then we'll leave it there, ladies and gents. Now, in terms of follow-up, I've got loads of follow-up. I've got Shao on field. I've also got Gaydag. I've also got Dragon's Ravine, if they don't get rid of the Dragon's Ravine. I've also got 2 hand traps, ladies and gents, so I'm in a pretty commanding position. My field zones are a little bit full, to be honest, so I'd have to use Shao in standby phase, and then I would have to kind of like clear my zone somehow. Yeah, but nevertheless, there's just way too much follow-up here, ladies and gents. I could actually bounce one of my own monsters. I could bounce Pisty if I really wanted to be able to just get it off field. So it is what it is, but nevertheless, board is broken, cracked. Managed to beat Scythe Lock. Literally, I seen it out, so I was able to do it. But if you don't see it out like I did in the first test hand, you just literally lose, ladies and gents. But anyway, that's the end of the video. I'm still learning with this deck, so if there's anything or any way you feel like I played this wrong or I could have done something differently to be ended on a bit more of a commanding board, get at me in the comment section below. And as always, if you enjoyed this content, you know what to do by now. Hit that like button, share, subscribe, all of that beautiful good stuff, and I will definitely see you guys in the next video. Hope you enjoyed. Peace.